Should you buy the Google Pixel 8 in 2025? That's the very question we'll answer in this video. After spending significant amount of time with the Google Pixel 8, I've had it for over a year now. I think I can now share with you what makes this device a fantastic device for the long-term option and where it still falls short. And so without taking much of your time, yo guys, let's get started. After over a year of going back and forth using this device, the Pixel 8's design still feels premium and distinct in a sea of look-alike smartphones. The rounded corners and the compact 6.2-inch size makes this device incredibly comfortable to use in one hand. This is one of those few options that genuinely feels made for humans, not just for specs enthusiasts. That said, the glossy back hasn't grown on me. It's still a fingerprint magnet and slippery. A case is essential if you don't want it sliding off every surface. But when we come over to the matte camera bar, this has held up beautifully. Not only does it resist smudges, but it's also the perfect grip point for steady one-handed use. Now the haptics remain one of the best parts about this price phone in this price range, sharp and precise. But I'll say this, the fingerprint sensor hasn't gotten any better over time. It struggles in bright light and feels slow compared to the competitors. Face Unlock on the other hand has been a lifesaver. It's quick, reliable, although not the safest out there, it now works with banking apps. And that makes it my go-to for unlocking this device. As far as the audio, you're looking at a stereo setup that surprisingly sounds better than you get on the Pixel 9. Now let's talk about the display. The 6.2-inch OLED display has been a highlight of my experience. It's bright, vibrant, and remains easy to read outdoors, even under direct sunlight, and that's thanks to the 2000 nits peak brightness. That's a big improvement over the Pixel 7's 1400 nits. Now, this also does 1400 at high brightness mode, but also goes up to 2000 nits in peak condition. Out of the box, this display is set to 60 Hz, but enabling a 120 Hz smooth display is a game changer. Animations are fluid and most things feel more responsive. There have been times when certain apps feel like they're not on 120 Hz. It happens. Also note that the refresh rate doesn't dip below 60 Hz. That's to save the battery. This isn't the LTPO type of refresh rate as the Pixel 9 Pro does or recent flagship devices, so you sacrifice some efficiency for the smoothness. Now let's talk about the performance. The Google Tensor G3 chip here hasn't aged as gracefully as I'd hoped, maybe because I've been spoiled by way faster devices like the iQOO 13 and the Realme GT7 Pro close to this price point. For day-to-day tasks, it's great. Animations are smooth, apps open quickly, and stock Android 15 runs like a dream. Yeah, this smartphone launched with Android 14, but I'm already on Android 15 with this device as there was an update to that effect. It's Google. And that's the same situation with the Google Pixel 7 and other older Pixel devices right now. And that brings me to updates. One of the best things about this phone is 7 years of software updates. It's reassuring to know that this phone will keep getting better over time. The only question I have here is how well will this battery hold up after so many years of use? Another thing to talk about is AI. AI is one of the big selling points for the Pixel devices, and when using AI features like Magic Eraser or Audio Eraser, the performance lag is noticeable on this device. Tasks take a few extra seconds to process, unlike the higher Google devices like the Pixel 9 Pro, and this kind of feels sluggish compared to more powerful chipsets on competing smartphones, especially when things have to process locally. AI is the new craze and you get a lot of those on this device, which I won't be covering in this video. That said, the AI features themselves are genuinely useful. Things like Google Summarize has saved me time when catching up on long articles. Magic Eraser, you name it. Also, the Find My Phone now works when this device is turned off. That's a good addition. If you're loving this video so far, do not forget to hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and also tick that bell icon to stay notified when we upload new videos like this one. Thank you. The Google Pixel 8 camera has been my trusty companion when I needed a small Android phone that I could trust to deliver top-notch photos straight out of the pocket. Over the past year, it's become a reliable workhorse for capturing stunning shots, and the consistency is what truly sets it apart. Starting with the hardware, the 50 megapixel main sensor with this wider f1.7 aperture does an exceptional job. Now let's talk about what makes the Pixel camera so special, the processing. Dynamic range, color accuracy, and background separation are top-notch, making every photo feel polished and professional. This is where the Pixel 8 truly shines. It doesn't just take photos, it creates moments. For people of color, Google's inclusivity in skin tone representation continues to impress me. It's refreshing to see a smartphone that consistently gets this right, and I deeply appreciate the effort Google has put into this. Portrait shots, oh, they're fantastic. The Google Pixel 8 has a knack for creating that perfect bokeh effect, isolating the subject beautifully while keeping the detail sharp. And let's not forget about the 2x cropped zoom from the main sensor, which feels more natural and less artificial compared to digital zoom. While it's not optical, the results are still great and better than most mid-range devices out there. In low light situations, it reduces motion blur and captures sharp, detailed photos with excellent clarity. Now, the 12-megapixel ultra-wide lens adds versatility, doubling as the macro camera for those close-up shots, and I have to say, it's incredibly handy. Photos from this lens, especially in good lighting, are vibrant and well-detailed, making it a joy to experiment with different angles and perspectives. As for videos, the Google Pixel 8 records up to 4K at 60 FPS, and the quality in good lighting is impressive. The colors are accurate and the stabilization is decent, making it a solid option for casual video recording. This can also be said for the front-facing camera, which is pretty decent for what it is. However, low-light video continues to be a weak point. Grain creeps into the footage and the overall quality drops, but for everyday use or well-lit environments, it gets the job done. Over the past year, I've rarely taken a photo with this phone that I didn't like. While the S24 Ultra might produce slightly warmer skin tones, the Pixel 8 consistently excels in background separation and natural detail as seen here. And honestly, for a phone that's priced about $500, this level of camera performance is hard to beat. The Pixel 8's camera makes it a standout choice in its price range. It undercuts many competitors while delivering consistently amazing photos and solid video for most situations. When compared to other devices like the Galaxy S24 Ultra here, the iPhone 16 Pro, and even the Vivo X200 Pro, the Pixel 8 holds its own. If taking pictures is a priority for you, this smartphone is a no-brainer. When it comes to the batteries, the 4575 mAh battery has improved with software updates. As expected, it takes a few weeks for the smartphone to learn your usage habits, and when it does, it settles into delivering a solid 8 hours of screen on time on most days in average use case, at least in my use case. Charging is still 27-watt fast charging, hitting 50% in 30 minutes. And yes, there's no charger in the box, but at least you get wireless charging, a feature I've come to rely on. I can for sure say that with updates and having come back to this device again, the battery life is one I can easily live with without worries. So, should you consider the Google Pixel 8 in 2025? Absolutely, especially if you're upgrading from an older Pixel device or a mid-range phone. This isn't a device that wows with raw power, but its AI features, the cameras, and long-term software support make it a compelling choice. At its current price of $500, which is $200 off its original launch price, I would say this is a steal. It may not dethrone flagship powerhouses or other devices around the price range like the iQOO 13 and the Realme GT7 Pro, but for anyone who values a compact design, incredible cameras, Google's thoughtful features, and would want to save $200 in comparison, the Google Pixel 8 remains one of the best choices out there right now. So let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Is this a device you'd want to try out now, or would you rather check out the newer iQOO and Realme devices here to see how they stack up in 2025? I'm gonna catch you in those videos. Koidati.